Drawja. I am here with Alaska 5000.
No, just say.
Well, how does it work
say
now?
the whole. Just say the
It's
whole
Alaska,
thing.
Alaska Thunderfuck 5000.
Yeah, because we're on the internet, so we can say anything we want.
Yes, we can change our names as much as we want. You can be anything you want.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
It's not like a name change. It's just like another way you can get to her, because it's like you can call it whatever you want it, as long as when you Google it, it goes to the right place.
Yeah.
So
well,
like,
I just Googled you and I put Alaska Thunderfuck Drag, and that worked.
That works.
That works.
And you get the same thing if you put in Alaska 5000.
Okay.
So I see it as a way of like, you can print that in certain publications where you can't say Thunderfuck.
Okay.
Or you can put it on TV,
Right.
but it's still Googleable and it's still social media-able.
Gotcha.
So it's just like another, Thunderfuck is not going away, because I thought about it, but it's like, it's such a part of who she is.
Yeah. I mean, I really relate to Thunderfuck because that's a name of a type of marijuana.
It is, yeah.
Right. I'm just saying. Hashtag just saying. But is that because you are a pot smoker? Or ever was at one time? Or did you just find the name funny? How does, I always ask these questions about drag queen names because it's like, how do you get to there, you know?
Right. Well, I was really stoned at the time.
I
was
assumed.
22 and I was really stoned, and we were talking about types of weed we had smoked, and one of my friends said, "Oh, I tried Alaskan Thunderfuck in Amsterdam." And I was like, I was really stoned, first of all, but I was like so amazed by that combination of words. And it blew my mind.
It is a mouthful.
It
As I hear you are Alaska, it is a mouthful.
She's a mouthful and a handful.
Damn. Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, God.
Yeah, I'm gone. You went to theater school.
Yes, I did. And then I moved to Los Angeles because I was like, fuck this town. I get called a faggot on the street every day. I'm sick of this. I'm
how old were
going
you?
to the big city. I was 22.
Okay.
And I had just started doing drag, like dabbling in it just for fun. But I was like, I'm gonna move to Los Angeles and I'm gonna be a serious actor.
I know this story.
And then I got here and I was like, I fucking hate headshots. I hate the idea of going on auditions. It all just repelled me so hard. Mm-hmm. And I was kind of like, directionless. I didn't know what I was doing with my life. So I went out and drag for fun.
Did you really start doing drag here in LA? Or
Well, I had done it a few times in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
But I was like, I'm done with that. That was just a thing I was trying out.
Yeah.
And then I moved to LA and I was like, and I did it just for fun, just to go out. I went to Foo Bar for Chi Chi LaRue's night that she was throwing, to say hi to her.
Yeah, love
and
Chi Chi.
And I met Cody Bain, and he ended up giving me a job working at the door at Foo Bar. So I was like,
I used to do the door at Foo Bar too.
okay.
Okay.
So didn't Angina used to do it too?
I think we all did. I think that's like a rite of passage here for the cool bitches, maybe. I'm just going to group myself with you as being a cool bitch. Because you're cool as fuck.
You're cool as fuck.
No, wait. I am enjoying everything you're doing. We just got off a cruise ship together recently.
We did.
And I'm going to tell you right now that you stole the show from everyone on the ship. And I knew I expected everyone to steal the show from me because I don't really do much. I walk in a figure eight, in a very large figure eight, and once in a while I'll do a hand gesture. But
you do it better than anyone fucking else can.
I'm gonna go ahead and believe that as well, because if I don't, then who will?
I was watching you on YouTube the other night. And
you were trying to put yourself to sleep.
But shut up.
You're like, I can't go to bed. I'm gonna watch Drawja on YouTube.
I was like, I don't know, I was caught in a YouTube K-hole loop where it just keeps suggesting.
Yeah.
And I got onto a Raja tangent. And it's amazing what you do, because you don't need all that other stuff. You don't need to make the fucking crazy noises in the microphone like I do, and you don't need the like. You are just you're like a witch, and you're just casting spells that whole 5 minutes you're on the stage.
Yes, I've no one. You know, that's such a nice compliment coming from you, because what I was gonna say was, on the ship, you stole the goddamn show. Like it really was nice to see you do what you do, and it's so different because now there's so many of us, and I get so fucking tired of just like lip sync and shit, and to see someone really just kind of command the stage with that thing that I love so much, which is nuance, moments of like, you know, little like dramatic lulls and pauses, and you know, it's not always about like doing the high kick and throwing yourself on the ground, which I wish I could do.
Which I wish I could do
as well.
I wish I could throw myself in a shablam right here, right now.
Yeah, well, you're doing it right now, actually. You just did
I
six
did, now I'm twerking in a split. I wish you guys could see this. I really do.
It's epic. And you do have permission to make these into t-shirts as long as you give me credit and at least 3%, and you must make a charitable donation.
Okay.
You're like, no, I'm just gonna keep it.
No, let's keep it. I have so many shirts coming out right now. There's like so many.
Your t-shirts are my favorite, but my favorite, of course, because of the song, is your makeup is terrible, and that's all it says. And I wear it to the airport, and people are so offended.
Right, like confused, offended. Like all the kids tweet me, they wore it to school, and like the responses they get.
That's so adorable.
It is. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
I have a new one for you though. This is by Hunties.
Oh, Hunties. Is that Glenn Hansen was Hunties, isn't he?
He does print on he does draw for Hunties, yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
This face is my ID, motherfucker. Oh, this is gonna get some looks at the airport. I can keep this?
Yes, totally. Absolutely.
Yes. Where do people buy these at?
You can go to hunties.com, and I think there's a little thing that's like special editions or something, and then there's like a whole page of Alaska shirts.
Yeah. I need to know about your family life. I recently met your brother Corey, who's a very interesting fella. Do you only have Corey as your brother, or is there like a...
I have an older sister, and I have a younger brother, and Corey.
Okay,
So
but the other two prefer to stay out of the scene, kind of like the other Osborne sister that no one knows about, that people keep forgetting about.
Exactly. Yes.
Well, that's fierce. And wait, so how old are the other two?
My sister's 3 years older than I am, so she is like 32. Mm-hmm. Sorry, Brooke, I'm telling everyone your age.
You're old. No, I'm kidding.
And Ryan is younger than Corey. Fuck, this is so... I think he's like 22.
Okay. And you get along with all of your brothers and sisters, obviously.
Oh, I love them, yeah.
Has it always been that way?
Well, Corey and I didn't get along but when we were kids because we're so different. Mm-hmm. And he always wanted to play sports, and I always wanted to stay inside. And he used to terrorize me a lot.
Were you a quiet kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much.
I like to imagine that I was a quiet kid, but my parents keep telling me, and there's flashes of memories of me just kind of doing shows for everybody. But most of my time I did like to spend it alone. Like that was my thing. Like I like to play by myself, which is still what I do now, you know?
I'm very that too.
Are you dating anyone right now? Speaking of lovers.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just sort of like hesitant to like put it all out in the public.
Yeah.
So like I don't like to make a big deal of it in public spaces.
Hunty, I understand you. I totally get that.
Because then it's like everyone wants to know about it, and everyone's talking about it and speculating about it, and like I went through that a lot with Sharon, and so like, and I don't think it was a good thing. So like, Yes, I'm seeing someone. I love him very, very much. And
But it ain't nobody else's business. So
yeah.
shut the fuck up, Raja. Quit asking questions. No, I just wonder, you know, because I think love and interaction with people and men, or if you're or whatever, you know, just interaction is nice, and I just want to see where people are at, you know, because I'm pretty single right now, and I'm loving that too, you know.
Yeah.
It's not bad either way. It's just like what's going on, because, you know, as an artist, love is a big part of what we do, you know. Songs are about love, and
Definitely.
right.
He lives far away.
Okay,
He doesn't live here where I live.
I see.
So there is like a long distance element to it, but that makes it more special when we are together.
Yeah.
And for artistic purposes, it's that like it's the feeling of like longing and like missing someone that can be like really inspiring.
Oh, totally. You know what? I've had a lot of these conversations, because, you know, the conversations usually end up kind of inevitably being the same thing. That's usually about boys and a boy fucked you over, or, you know, it's always the same version of the same story. But what that is it's the blues. Yeah. It's like what people have been writing about in jazz and shit, and they, you know, write plays and stories based around this idea. It's the blues. It's like what an artist goes through, what people just kind of go through.
Yeah.
You know, and that's nice. Sometimes missing, longing, pain. It's all good.
Yeah.
So I want to go back to the ship and talk about that performance. You work with Jeremy. What is his
Yes, I
full stage
do.
name? Handsome, dashing.
Handsome Jeremy. I
Handsome.
believe he has a Facebook fan page that you can go like that says Handsome Jeremy. He has another one that's like Orphic Apollo, Crystal Mysticism.
Oh, that's when she
Oracle.
That's when she goes to the mountain.
Girl, yeah.
Those are her names.
She has all of these. He's so multidimensional. And he also has Crystal Powers, which is his drag persona. So get out your Facebooks, go like them all.
Look them all up.
They're all good. He's amazing, and we've been friends for like 11 years.
Yeah, from Pittsburgh?
He grew up in Pittsburgh. We met in Pittsburgh. Yeah. And he is a magical, mystical oracle of magic and music and all of those things.
Yeah. I'm finding that a lot of my friendships look like that. Is it because we've chosen this type of world for ourselves, or is the world just kind of becoming more magical and we're being more aware of other magical people? Or is it all the above?
I think it's American Horror Story Coven.
I think it's a big wide brim witch hat.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's Jessica Lange in all black, in a Chanel dress,
Yes.
elbow length gloves.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think my friends are a lot more, I don't know, maybe because I personally am like jumping more into doing me now, doing the creative side of me, and really facing the fact that I'm an artist rather than the guy who gets people together. You know, when I was doing makeup, I was the guy who, you know, I was the glam squad, which irritates me.
The word glam squad?
God, I am no one's glam squad. You know, and so, I don't know, maybe that's just where I'm at now, and I'm really noticing that my friends are really cool and magical people, and the language that we speak together is pretty fucking cool. It just could be just what we do as artists, maybe, right? We just kind of gravitate towards each other.
Yeah, totally. And I think people are becoming more open to it and more in tune to it. We have all these ways of connecting now that are so new. Everything is interconnected.
Grindr, Scruff, Tinder,
Jacked,
Christian Mingle, Jew Date.
I always thought that would be a really good drag name, Kristen Mingle.
Yes. Tell us more about your music. What are you doing right now with it?
Well, there's going to be an album coming out this year.
What's it? Tell us more about it. I mean, like, I found, you know, I really love the dance quality that you had. Like, your makeup is terrible, is awesome. I love that video.
Thank you.
Is it going to be is there going to be a lot more dance in it, or is it going to be more moody?
It is. I like to listen to like dance and pop music when I'm just like in my house or when I'm doing my makeup or whatever. So like it's a lot of that music, which I'm really excited about. And like the lyrics I wrote all myself.
Did you write a lot of the songs on your first album or your first series?
Nails, I wrote most of
Nails
it.
is out now. You just released Nails.
Yes.
Fierce.
Your makeup is terrible. I just made up on the spot.
Perfect.
And Rue Girl, I wrote myself. So yeah, I like to do that. I like to leave the music to other people, but the lyrics are my own.
Who did you produce it with?
Killingsworth Studios, who are based here in LA, and they did Adore's album as well.
Oh, so it's gonna be tight.
Yeah, they're really good.
Nice.
They're good at drag. Lip syncing is not as easy as it looks.
Exactly.
Like you make it look really easy.
Well, that's because I just don't do it. I just like walk around and
No,
smile
you-
and collect money.
You also make walking look really effortless and easy, and being beautiful, and the flow of everything just looks effortless. But it's not easy to do.
Yeah.
Just go try it. Go put on some heels and a fucking thing that hits the floor and try and make it flow like Raja. You can't do it.
Oh my
Go
God.
try.
I love it
Go
when
try.
people. I love watching people try though, especially like really.
Oh, I love it too.
Like new dudes who are like, yeah, look at me. It's my first time in drag. Look how and they're like falling over and all fucking.
It's hard.
It
It's
is
hard.
It is hard. And you know, I give it up to the queens who do lip sync it well, who do lip sync well. You know.
Yeah,
Because
totally.
it is its own separate thing. But I do love live singers, and I love seeing more and more of that happening. But
Well, you're gonna see more and more of it.
yeah, I love it. Have you been to Brazil before?
No. It's really complex going there. You have to like go to an office and fill out all these papers and print out passport photos and like everything.
Yeah, it's no joke.
And I was so scared of the woman at the Brazilian consulate
Oh
office.
yeah, they're mean. They really try to scare you. They're like, you are not coming into our country. You gotta go do this, and you gotta
She
go.
was so pretty, but so scary.
Yeah, they make it feel like you gotta like kill like a family member, and you know, and,
Yeah.
like do all these complicated things. You're like, I just want to go and perform.
Right.
I feel like all of my drawings are getting better and better as the series is going, because this is
It's really good.
kind of want this for myself.
Oh, so.
You want to let everyone else have theirs, but. But I will tell you right now, to never E6000 a bindi onto your forehead the way I did in Brazil. I had a spirit gum, and it was just about, you know, my turn to go on stage, and I was with Willem.
And you needed a bindi, huh?
And bitch, I was like, Raja
she
is
needed
in,
to do that. Raja.
honey, she's in Brazil. She has to show she has to be the goddess for the children. And I affixed a giant jewel, a giant one, not a small bindi. It was like a big ass fucking jewel onto my forehead with E6000, and it burnt a hole. By the end of the night, there was like smoke coming up from it.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
So don't do that.
Okay, I won't do that.
I learned my lesson. I think you should have earrings because you wear big jewelry.
So I should just E6000 those on.
No.
Are you gonna just E6000?
Oh, to the earrings to you. But super glue is fine on the ears. But for some reason,
Is it? Because I can't do that anymore. It hurt my ears too bad. They look like ground beef.
I do it once in a while. I try not to wear the jewelry that requires that because it is toxic. It's like, why would you, do that? But it does work. But it does turn your ears to a fucking hamburger.
Yeah, girl.
Like them pageant girls when you go out of town. You're like, oh, yep, you're from the South. You got all that fucking crust on your ears.
Girl, it was like pus.
But it is effective. Hold on, I'm gonna put some jewelry on you because,
Thank you.
and I should have drawn hands. We could have done nails, but I think I just like where it's going right now. I'm really feeling it. I like the blushiness of it. Like, when I think of you, I think of blush and bashful.
Blush and bashful are my signature colors.
So do you still talk to Sharon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just talked to her.
I know. I'm just bringing it up for viewers. So
Yeah.
people are curious.
Yeah, we're friends.
Of course.
We're really at a place now where we can just be like actual like good friends again. Because there was a time where I needed to be like, I needed to not see him, I needed to not talk to him. Because when you know, when like a breakup like that happens, it takes time.
Yeah.
And I definitely needed that time period, but now it's totally all good.
Yeah.
Because I love him. I think he's so cool and so fucking funny.
Yeah. When you have a connection, especially creatively with someone, it's like it's kind of hard to let go of that, like those moments, those great moments where you just find when you just, you know, key and come up with great ideas together. It's like, how do you?
Yeah, he's so funny. And every day I see something that I'm like, Sharon would think that's really funny.
Yeah. This is like Alaska Thunderfuck as Wendy Williams.
How you doing?
There's a Wendy Williams vibe to this, and I'm okay with it.
She has really good hair, so I'm
Yeah.
totally happy with that.
Yeah, totally. This is good.
How you doing? Hot topics.
Alaska, thank you so much. This has been really fun because we don't really get to sit down and chit chat with each other.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in. Thanks for letting me draw you.
Thank you for drawing me.
For drawing you?
I texted you. I was like, I want Raja to draw me.
You did. Drawing.
This is a really nice drawing. I want those earrings though.
Oh, we're on Hollywood Boulevard, girl. You can get like.
I need to go to Contempo and I need to get those earrings.
Yes. All right. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Thank you.
Love. You can get your, if you decide to make these into t-shirts, you can just have your graphic artist remove all this.
Oh no, it'll stay in there.
Alaska. You know, you gotta add that little. Yeah, we are the French people.
2015.
What's up, yo? I love you, Alaska. Thank you.
I love you, Raja. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Did you hear the news? RuPaul's Drag Con is the first ever drag convention in herstory. Go to RuPaul'sDragCon.com for tickets and all the tea you need to know.